Yeah. Yo, what up, guys? I had a couple questions about about my tranny cooler setup. I didn't really talk much about it when I was doing the little review on AN fittings and stuff that I've gotten off of eBay. I don't know how well I can get in there. Headers are pretty hot right now. There you can kind of see it in there. So, there you go. That's where the tranny lines go into the transmission. I just got AN fittings, I believe. They're from Summit. I might have found them on eBay. I think you can get them on eBay. And let me focus a little better on there. Zoom in, I mean. So there you go. Those are the tranny fittings that go into the transmission. They are straight thread. They're not a pipe thread because the bell housing is all aluminum. So you do not want to get a pipe thread fitting. You want to get a transmission AN fitting. You need two, one for the upper and one for the lower. And then, as I said, I just got mine as a kit on eBay. So these black lines right here, these are my transmission lines. See, I wrapped them in a heat shield because I don't like how they run stock. You know, along the motor and out the front and up to the transmission. I never liked that. So I got some heat shield for mine because I ran mine right over the headers. They're suspended. They're real tight. I have these separators, AN separators. That's what these are. I got one in between there, and then they're real tight right here because I got another little grommet right here, a little hold down. So the lines are real tight above the headers, so they don't really sag. I ran my lines up through here, just like so. And as I said, these aren't braided. These are it's like a nylon braided. They do have braided stainless, but I wanted black ones, and I couldn't find ones that were like a black stainless braided. So I just went ahead and got these. They still have like a pretty high heat tolerance, but I ran the heat shield anyway, just because the point of a cooler is to keep the transmission cool. I ended up running I believe this is a Big End Performance transmission cooler. It's one that I had already found that had 6AN fittings on it, so I don't have to run adapters. It's actually set up for AN. And then, like I said, this tranny kit was just a kit that I found on eBay. It was an oil cooler, transmission cooler kit, and it came with, I think, 4 straights, 2 90s, 2 45s, 2 180s, 2 120s. It came with a bunch of different bends. It's all 6AN. And then, since I don't want to always have to detach my cooler, like if I pull a radiator or if I, need to do something, I just put a coupler here. I got a couple little AN to AN couplers, I guess you can call that, male to male AN couplers. That's what these are. So that I could, if I ever need to pull the radiator or anything like that, all I need to do is just undo these 4 fittings right here, and then everything is separated. I can pull the radiator without pulling the lines off the transmission. Vice versa, I can do it. I can take it off here without ever having to pull the lines off the transmission if I wanted to do it that way. That's just the way I designed it. Like I always try to think ahead of what will be easier for me in the future when I need to do something else. So that's just a little trick that I did. And I do need to get these. I'm gonna get these. Get a little, hold down on here eventually. But anyway, yep. I hope I answered your question. Can't remember dude's name. Demaria, I think that was your name. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, you got any more questions? Just holler at me. Like I said, the 6AN adapters, full 6AN braided line, all AN fittings with the Big End Performance transmission cooler. I like the setup. It looks real clean, I think. Looks better than just running stock lines and then running the lines through here, and then people will cut them and then just run a rubber hose around there, and I always hate that. I think it's cheap and too simple. You know, it just looks shitty. So, all right, y'all.